Stop being black.
I'm just hearing my echo on your phone.
I know. I need water.
Your daughter just got you some water.
She got me the filtered water, but she didn't pour it in my cup.
Wow.
I'll get it. I'll figure it out.
Good evening, everyone. Good
Hi,
evening.
Everyone.
Oh my goodness.
I was all comfortable. Now I have to make myself uncomfortable.
Oh man, the inconveniences of life.
This whole thing is inconveniencing my life.
I know. But you got to slow down. You got to slow down before you go back to full speed. And then you got to be careful again.
Not fall down the stairs.
No. Why would you do that? Why in the world would you do that?
Hi, everyone.
So we gotta get everyone running off on the right foot here. So, whoops. Well, let's start with this. Hi, Christine. How are you, my friend? Sure. You guys still like silver, right? So we're gonna continue on with that. 64 90%er for you guys.
Hey, Chad.
As a way of saying thanks for coming today.
Hey, Bill.
Win yourself a little something.
Come on in. Come hang out.
The water is just fine.
I thought you were telling me you were going to come get me water, but
no.
I was able to get my own. I have a question, though.
You don't need a man. You're independent.
At this point, I'm not independent. Thank you very much. Hey, Bill, we're hanging in there. Well, I'm hanging in there.
I am barely hanging in there.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, my gosh.
Hey, Jason. Oh, I have a question.
You may get an answer. What's up?
Can you put this in for me really quick? Sorry. I meant to get situated before you went live.
Jeez Louise.
Sorry, guys.
Should have left you downstairs.
Hey! Be kind.
Be kind.
Don't be mean to me. Ow.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, man. Sloppy Stacks. How you doing? Good to see you.
What did you just say?
Sloppy Stacks. That's his name.
I thought you said something else.
Oh, no.
It came out a little inappropriate?
No. Nope.
That was kind of funny.
Yeah.
You want to show everyone my
Jason.
My new
Whoa. Now there's a face and a name that I haven't seen in probably 3 years. Dude, how you been? The weather's getting nice, and then now all the peeps are coming back out. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, 3 months. It's funny, there's some names that drop off. Yours is one of them. And I'm like, I wonder what happened to Jason. He used to be around a little bit more frequently.
And he's back.
Oh, very cool. Well, the eyesight thing, not very cool. Yeah, coin roll hunting takes a toll on your eyes. Every time. Even mine. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I did Daniel. I did a currency fancy serial number marker video over the weekend, and one similar that sold for like $10-15. So not completely worthless. That's the good news. Diabetes, yeah, that'll do it. Yeah. Well, I wish you well. Have you found anything cool out of your storage lockers or auctions? I have to ask because, like 10-15 years ago, they used to be all the rage. I guess they're kind of still the rage today, but everybody's doing it, right? All right, we got a minute. Let's see who wins this thing. I would love to hear it. Yeah, please do send me an email, Jason. Because I just want to know. I want to know what you're finding out there. Are you okay?
Who?
You.
Slightly uncomfortable.
You're like more achy than usual. Yes, Daniel, worth keeping. Absolutely. All right, we got 10 seconds.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Here we go.
Ah, there's a name I'm familiar with. J.S. McKellar. Congratulations. You got the first giveaway. Second one here. A little quartet of Merc Dimes, which ironically, we do have some for sale tonight. All singles and all
Ready to mingle?
like 5 second sudden death. No, not ready to mingle. If I had to do that again, I probably wouldn't.
You wouldn't?
No.
If you didn't have me?
It's just too much work to date around,
I wouldn't want to date either.
No.
Nikki, I'm actually taking time off because I really need to just be able to rest and not worry about everything going on at work. Because we have a lot of stuff going on with our programs and my employees and all kinds of stuff that I'm like involved in. So I need the mental break as well as the physical break. However, my husband took me out to lunch this afternoon and we got to kind of hang out, which was nice. So I'm taking about 3 weeks off just to rest and recover, and then I'll go back 50%. But I'll be working from the home the whole time because unfortunately, when I broke my ankle, it was my right ankle. So.
Yeah.
So that means
Your driving leg.
I know. I have an appointment tomorrow morning, and Mr. Davidson gets to drive me.
Yep.
So, the way I look at it, it's just more time I get to spend with my sweet husband. So.
Well, that's awfully nice.
When you're being nice, just kidding.
No, it's fine.
Just kidding.
I will reiterate. I do not want to start all over.
So therefore, you'll put up with my crabby self sometimes?
Sometimes.
Hello.
Chef 0077. Is that like James Bond's great grandson? Hope everyone's doing well on this fine Tuesday afternoon. So I'm sure you guys heard about the bridge collapse in Baltimore. Did anybody pass away from that? I haven't heard anything. I don't know if anyone's keeping tabs on that whole thing. Yes. Oh no.
That's sad.
And that was like at 1:30 in the morning. Very horrible. Yeah, it reminds me of that bridge collapse in Minneapolis. I don't know if you guys remember that. When was that? Like 10 years ago, somewhere around there. All construction workers. Yeah, they were filling potholes, right? Isn't that what was going on? Yeah, I saw the video when the boat hit the support, whatever, and that thing folded up like a house of cards. Like I couldn't even imagine. You know, can you imagine just being on a bridge and the whole thing underneath you just falls off? It's funny. I've driven on that bridge a few times. It's been a while. Yeah, yeah, erector set. That's the like if you're gonna take it apart and you didn't give a care, and you just wanted to just collapse it down, you know, into nothing. Yeah, that's what it reminds me of. That was crazy. I can imagine. Yeah, that bridge is pretty busy during like rush hour. Can you imagine if something like that happened during rush hour? Yeah, that would be. It's already catastrophic, but it would be epic proportions. Catastrophic. Yeah, definitely, Cheryl. Prayers to the family members of the folks that lost their life on that event this morning. Yeah, yeah. So, some of those bridges, especially especially in areas,
Gonna take it.
especially in areas where Coin Jack, yeah, especially in the Northeast and up north, like Michigan, that get beat up from the salt. Yeah, those things. Yeah, they appear like bridges. I personally don't want to drive over. I don't know how often the Department of Transportation for all these states, you know, inspect those old bridges and stuff, but they got to do it more often. All right, we'll do one more of these, and then we'll get started with some lots, lots of lots. Coin Jack, yeah, shipping's paid for. I just sent it to you. Pretty easy. You don't have to do anything on your end. These giveaways are so good that even the hosts pay for the shipping. Can't be that.
Can I enter this giveaway? Just kidding. I actually got one of the coolest coins today, you guys. Do you want to show them and share?
What coin is it?
Oh,
the one I got you?
Yes, I have it right here. Would you like to show
it? Yeah, let's show it to them.
Oh, it's gorgeous. It's amazing.
Yeah, so I'm not a big graded Silver Eagle fan. But I saw one of these at the local coin shop earlier today. My wife wanted to go coin shop.
Yes, I did. I needed to get out.
Not for nothing. I think this slab is pretty cool here. Proof 2021 W Type 2 reverse. Look at the reverse too. It's pretty neat, huh? It's kind of weird to see an NGC holder without the hologram there. But yeah, that's pretty interesting. Yeah, so she wanted it, and I got it for her. So I also have, by the way, I saw the proof one, and I got one of these for tonight. If anyone's interested, this is the burnished version, but same holder. This black is like a piano black. It's really classy looking. How cool is that? So if anyone's interested in that, we'll line that one later. So Type 2 reverse burnished. Good stuff though. Chad, did you say something? No, I think I missed what you said there. Chad, have you got anything new? Let's start there. So Adam will be on tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Central. Chad, are you on tonight?
I saw Chad in the chat.
Yeah, Chad in chat. You should make a T-shirt about that.
Chad in chat.
Yeah. Is there really an indestructible bridge? Is that even a thing? All right, we got 22 seconds, ladies and gents. Jen, I am.
It's 5:16 here.
Yeah, it's 5:16 Pacific, 8:16 Eastern. So you're here.
Taking the cake. Stray!
Stray man. I think he's won a few of these before. No doubt about it. That's not a first time for good old Stray. Congrats, buddy. All right. So I've been getting some pretty decent sleep here the last few nights. Or last night, let's put it that way. I've just been I've been just really out of sorts lately. Just not been sleeping as good as I want to, with Stacy breaking her leg and just kind of being there at her beck and call. And that's completely, my call, by the way, because I want to be there for her. So that way it's going to be a comfortable experience for her as she heals. So, oh yeah, Jen, Stacy broke her leg when we were in Colorado for the ANA.
I broke my fibula and my medial malleoli and my proximal malleoli.
Yeah, I didn't think that you knew that, but I wanted to let you know. Yeah. So it's been what? Was it 2 weeks to the day? Or pretty close to it, right?
On Thursday it'll be 2 weeks.
Okay. I knew it was close.
Where were you at, Jen?
Oh, Jen's in Virginia for right now. Jen is all over the place. All right, as you can see, we got more vintage albums. They were already in the auction, listed as the product name in there. So we're going to Buck and Go each and every single one of these hard to find albums. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them. But starting off tonight, I actually have a couple bulk lots for you guys. Actually, some pretty cool stuff here. So the first one is completely 100% Canadian. And the oldest, I would say, is like 1920s. And for the most part, that's going to be the nickels. But this is an assortment of nickels. I don't think there's pennies. You can see the loonies. There's quarters in there. Some of them are carded 2x2'd. Dimes, plenty of dimes. There's a couple of these hold nickels in there. I think there was like 2 of them in there. But for the most part, a nice little assortment, grab back of nothing but Canadian. And again, going all the way back to the 1920s. There's probably, I don't know if I had to guess, 2.5, 3 pounds, somewhere around there. So we're going to start this at $1. It's a pretty nice size bag. And whoever buys it, I'm actually going to upgrade the shipping to a flat rate priority box on this one. So that's going to be in addition to anything else that you may buy tonight. All right, so we're going to start this thing off at $1. And
yes, Jen, I did need surgery.
Yeah, she ended up getting surgery while we were in Colorado. We were stuck in a blizzard, is what ended up happening. So there was a lot of coins. There was quite a bit of coins in there, and I'll probably find some extra ones to add into the mix. But let's see. There you go. You can fill up albums and stuff there. Yeah, there's dollar coins. There might be a few $half in there. Plenty of quarters. You know, so this is just an assortment for whoever wants it. And so go to Cardoom, starting things out there. Thank you, Mr. Doom. You guys are going to like this next slot. I think this next one's pretty cool. I ended up buying little collections here and there. I just haven't had time to go through them, but it'll present some sort of opportunity for someone that might be interested in something like this. All right, so there's that one there. All right, so this next one is actually a bag full of tokens and store cards and the election buttons. Let me see if I could pour out some of these here so that way you guys can see. This is all like turn of the century going into the 1950s.
Couch collectibles.
Oh, Couch, how you doing, brother? We got ourselves a raid. Justin, I hope you're doing okay, man. Good to see you, and thank you for the raid, as always. So we got trade tokens in there. What's that? ANA token. More trade tokens in there. Here's some of these buttons. And keep in mind, when you do receive these, just be careful because they have the exposed pin on the back. Can I see you home? Maybe. Let's see. There you go. Adlai Stevenson likes me. It's a feather in the old cap. Say some more of these tokens and buttons. I don't know what this is for here. This looks like Mr. Price. It could be a luggage check type of deal for a hotel. Pretty nice assortment of tokens. It does require some research. So if you're willing to do that, there's plenty of it here for you. There's some good 4 tokens there.
That's cool.
Yeah, we probably got maybe 2 pounds worth of stuff. There's another, what looks to be Freemasons token, maybe, possibly, you know. Come across those on occasion. Some more right there. It looks like there was a Seagram's, old vintage Seagram's tag. Interesting. There's another Stevenson, and Mother's Day. Oh, that's cool. Look at this thing, Mother's Day pin. Again, they have the exposed pin backs on them, so just be careful that you don't. And this is Health Club. Yep. And happiness is living in Andover. Where is that? Massachusetts. Well, anyways, so we have approximately 2 pounds worth of stuff here for you guys. So we are going to start this one here, and it's everything that you see there, ladies and gentlemen. And I'll put them back into the bag for you guys. Maybe it helps if I started it there. There you go. Again, you're bidding on approximately 2 pounds of Exonumia. That includes buttons, tags, good for tokens, a lot of great turn of the century, like 1900 to 1960 ish type stuff. I think I saw that there was one medal in there from 1990, but that's more of an anomaly in there. So you're going to receive everything that you see here. All right, and Mr. Doom going to give that one a go. Thank you, sir. All right, so let me go ahead and package all this stuff up in the bag again, and this will go into your priority mail shipping box. Andover, Maryland, Andover, Minnesota. I'm sure there's a few of them, right? I thought there was one in Massachusetts. It sounds like there could be one in Massachusetts. Have you guys seen this? This cufflink, U.S. Navy, and it says honorable discharge on there.
Hey,
That's interesting, huh?
that'd be me.
Are you honorable?
Of course I have an honorable discharge.
Have you seen one? Did they give out a pin like that when you're? No.
That's cool. That's cool.
There you go. That was lot number 18, by the way. Yeah, Charles, you're gonna have a lot of fun with these items. I didn't have the ample enough time to do some research, but hopefully you find something pretty cool and neat out of there. It's still a thing. Okay, all right. I figured as much. I know you get something. My dad ended up with something. I forgot what he got. I think he ended up not with cufflinks. He ended up. I'd have to say it was a ring or something. I don't know. My mom has all this stuff, obviously. So, all right, let's do some of these albums here. I've been staring at, and these are awesome. All right, again, we're paring down the old collection of albums, and we got kind of like a smorgasbord of rarities here. Some older albums, like from the 50s. We got the good old Meg Rigs. So,
James says, "Are you on YouTube?" Yep.
Of course, yes. That is. Yeah, that's me on YouTube, James. Good to see you, by the way. Welcome. So the first one up here is this is a 2-pager, so not a whole lot, but it is a Flying Eagle set, so you can see the first few years. They did not put in 1856, for obvious reasons. So you put the coin in, and then you have the sliding that thing there, kind of like on some of the later type albums. So the first few years are Flying Eagles, and then from 1859, it's all Indian heads. This one is actually in really nice condition. This one has been kept up very well over the years. very little wear whatsoever. This is just a really solid XF condition album. And it's a type that will tone coins. Now, on Indian Head Sense, it probably doesn't mean a whole heck of a lot, but on silver, that's kind of more of what you would normally put in here to tone them. So let me go ahead and find this one here, and then we'll get started on this auction. Vintage Megrig. And there you go. So it start things off at $1. This is a late 50s era Megrig, one of the oldest brands of coin products. Again, this is a very scarce one, especially in this condition, that highlights both Flying Eagle Sense and Indian Head Sense in this one album there. And they actually call it Small Sense. They didn't type out Flying Eagle and Indian Heads. I actually have a library of coins coming up here that has both Flying Eagle and Indian Head Sense, and it says it as such right on there. Again, very nice condition. Very, very old school. Very nice album here. Great looking spine as well. Very tight. And then one more look on the insides. Okay, going all the way up to 1909S. All right, Zip. There you go, my friend. Grabbing that one there. All right, the next one that we have here is a popular one. This is the 1909 VDB all the way up to the 1948S Lincoln Sense, also a Megrig. Sterling, doing pretty good, man. I actually got a full night's sleep, and I am ready to go for today, although we're almost done with today. Does it have a spot for the... That's a good question. I didn't even pay attention. You know what's funny? It does not. It just has a spot for the white nickel and the copper version. So the thick 1864 and the thin one, which is the copper bronze. Yeah, no varieties, nothing like that in here. It does have the 1877. Here's the Lincoln Cent type. Again, another fantastic, very exceptional, very well kept older album. This, in my estimation, would look pretty cool if it was filled up today. And it goes all the way to 48S. So you're going to be bidding on that one right there. Does this have the plastic sleeve? You mean the plastic slides in there? Yeah, it's all in there and very well complete. I don't know if that's what you meant. Yeah, they have it. And see, they're not bubbled. They're like in new condition. Every single one. They're all complete. Same with the Indian Head Scent one that I just sold. So let's go ahead and start this one, and there you go. All right, so everything starts at $1 for the most part for tonight. There's a couple of premium selections that we'll offer at the end of the show. Just a couple. I don't have a whole lot regarding that, but again, you're bidding on the vintage 1950s Megrig Lincoln Cent album that you see here, complete, great shape, no writing on the inside, very clean, very vivid. The green on here, no fading whatsoever on the inner pages, which is nice. There's that last page there. Again, this one goes all the way up to 48S. pretty cool. They even added the mintage figures above and below the dates for each of the holes in there, and then all of the acetate sleeves are in nice shape as well. They're not blistered or curved or anything like that. So very well kept. All right, Mr. Doom, there you go. I appreciate you. Thank you.
Hey, babe.
Yep.
Really quick. I just got word that my appointment's at 9, not 10, and I have to get X-rays before my appointment, so we have to go kind of early.
Okay. Well, decide what time.
Okay. Sorry to interrupt you guys.
It's okay. We'll figure it out. We always do. Let's see. We'll do the library. I like to save the library of coins till last. So we have what I presume to be one of my best looking Whitman bookshelf albums. Condition wise, this one is in really nice shape. So this is the 1913 to 1938 Buffalo nickel type, and as you can see, it looks fantastic. Has all the slides in there as well. I would certainly use this album if I were putting together kind of like an average VF type set of Buffalo nickels. This would actually look really good in there. All right, so let's go ahead and do this one here. All right, and we're starting that one off at $1. So you are bidding on this is I'd say right around late 60s, early 70s is when they made these. Yeah, Andrea, I would say it's probably I typed in about uncirculated, because it has like very minimal wear on the corners, but you always have to note that, a few little doodads here and there. But overall, an incredibly tight copy. Probably, and one thing you will look at obviously is the spine. The spine looks pretty good here on this one. The spine usually gets the brunt of with the wear with these things. They didn't wear too very good. They were beat up quite a bit, but that's a good looking book right there. All right, and how about DJ Carter? DJ Carter, there you go, my friend. You got that one there. And let's see, we do have one more of the Whitmans, this time Washington Quarters from 32 to 64. This is what they call the Toner Special. And the reason why they call that is that these earlier albums that had a lot of sulfur in the paper stock really toned coins. Some would say you could put some coins, some like BU silver quarters in here, throw them outside over the summer for 2 weeks, and they will come back toned, So I haven't personally tried it, but between this and the Library of Coins, the Library of Coins is notorious for toning, by the way, of your silver. But you can see just how clean this one is as well. All right, as far as the cover is concerned, it looks pretty nice. It's a nice looking copy there. And Washington Quarters are pretty collectible even today. All right, so let's go ahead and do this one here. Let me just find my listing. It's all the way at the bottom. Yeah, I know a person that actually did the studies on these albums, and a lot of the pre 1970 albums most assuredly did tone coins even 50 years later. After you would think that the sulfur would go, I don't know what the word is. Not as active, I guess. All right, there you go. So that is for the Washington Quarter album that you see in front of you. Start at $1. Right, yeah. Yeah, it's really, really, really early on after the albums were made. And that's even new old stock, because there are Whitman bookshelf albums that you could buy that still has the plastic over them. So even those ones, the sulfur and acidity in the paper, kind of drops off a little. You're almost gonna have to try harder to make the same results happen, but nonetheless, nice looking album there. It looks like they had a decal there at one point, but that's really the only condition area of note for this one. And we have a new buyer, Chef. Congratulations. First purchase. I appreciate it. I know. Toning, they called it tarnish back in the day, was frowned upon. Nobody liked the tarnish, and it's no wonder why that in uh, today's standards, it's so highly coveted. Is that a lot of them were dipped back in the heyday? Was that Farm Dog? How you doing? Good to see you. Let's see. Let's start off with the Roosevelt dime. That's like a spitting image of Roosevelt, if I say so myself. All right. So this is a what they call a grayback copy of the Roosevelt head dimes from 1946, going all the way to 68. So this is a late 60s copy right here. Very nice copy. Just a little bit of dust in there, or paper dust. All right, this one looks like it's barely been used, to be honest. So there you go. So that one holds, for the most part, all of the silver, and then a few first years of the clad. Yeah, and the coins look phenomenal in these library of coin albums. It's always great to find one that's in pretty good shape, because these things, the binding on these, they get tore up like you would not believe. So to the point where the pages are falling apart, or the covers hanging there, and things like that. So let's go ahead and start this one off here. $1 start on the Roosevelt Head Dime album that you see here. It's a 3-pager. Oh, sorry, 4-pager. Excuse me. There you go. And this goes all the way up to 1968. So that gives you an indication of the age of this one here. All right, and then a few extra holes there that you could do a write in if you wanted to, or not. I would say if you could avoid a write in there in case you wanted to preserve the originality of the album, works out good. There you go. And that one's going to DJ Carter. Thank you. All right, and this one I'm most excited about. The Flying Eagle and Indian Essence. This one looks phenomenal. This one looks pretty good. Now, there is a little bit of writing right there. Looks like Sperry, and then it says DA. So I believe that's the only writing in the book, but this one has the 1856. So if you're lucky enough to own an 1856 Flying Eagle, then that one is in there. This one has the bronze 64 and the copper nickel 64, but it does not have, it does right there, L on ribbon. Bingo. So it does have the L on ribbon variety on this one. Let's see if there's anything else juicy in here. Doesn't look like it. No 88 over 7 or anything like that. It does have the 2 S Mint 08s and 09s there. So yeah, this one again, pretty nice shape. Just a little bit of writing on the inside cover. A lot of people like to write their names and stuff on these things, which is quite common. And we are starting this one. There you go. So you're going to be bidding on the Flying Eagle and Indian Head Scent album. And it does have the 56 proof, and it does have the L on ribbon 64. And the two types of 64s other than that. So the copper nickel and also the bronze type. They do stack nicely. All right, pretty nice binding there. No splits, always a huge plus. Again, just a little bit of writing. It says Sperry and then OA or DA right there. Not exactly sure what the OA or DA stands for, district attorney, maybe. I don't know. What's cool? Large letters, small letters on the 58 Flying Eagle. I just noticed that. So a couple. Oh, and they also have, look at this thing. 1869 over 68. Which wasn't a thing, I believe. I think it was just a repunch date. 1869 repunched date. So yeah, back in the day, they thought that this was actually the thing there. All right, Jen, congratulations. That, if you fill this up, that's gonna be pretty cool. Although you might have a little issue trying to find that 69 over 68 variety. Even people to this day are still trying to find that one. All right, and then the final one is the biggest one of them all, the Washington Quarter, Volume 15. So this one has a little bit of writing on it. So this is in pencil, 1932 to 1974D. Looks like an 8-year-old wrote that on there.
Oh.
It does say $216.37. Don't know what that is. When we open up the book, so for the first few pages, a couple little asterisks in pen right there. Again, this is the Toner Express here. This is the book that if you wanted to tone coins, I guess you could fill this thing up with some mid-state 90 percenters. It's only till you get to the last page where the previous owner handwritten all the dates. P&Ds going all the way to 74. So that is in there. And then a clean back page. And this one even has the original price sticker. Masons. Anybody remember Masons? Hard to believe this thing was $3.89. That seems kind of pricey. So it has the original price tag on there, which is pretty interesting. From I guess when it was new, almost $4. $4 back in the late 60s, I would assume is quite a bit of money. Obviously I wasn't around in the 60s, so I wouldn't know. Yeah, overall, zip still pretty clean. A little bit of handwriting on the inside. And this is, it's got that kind of that green cover. They weren't all like that. Usually they have the gray cover. So there were a few variants, that were made there. That's on there too. Department 84, $3.89. That seems kind of expensive. So let's go ahead and start this one. I was like, oh yeah, it's already been started. And Jen won it again, but no, I did not hit start. So this is for the last album. This is the last album in our show, by the way. Yeah, cigarettes were what, 25 cents a pack, right? These days it's expensive. I saw someone buy a carton of them and there was like $140 or something. It's crazy.
Wow.
I was like, doesn't that make you want to quit smoking?
I don't know. I quit
At that
smoking
point,
a long time ago.
Yeah. All right, Chef. There you go. You got that one there.
Thank you. Me. I used to be a smoker before I met Mr. Davidson.
Was that during high school and in Navy?
No, not in high school. I did not smoke in high school. Thank you.
No. Yeah, that was a $4 album back in the day. I can't even believe that was $4. All right, so now we've hit the section of our video, our stream where we got coins. So we have a couple more of these French sculptor Gateau medals, and they're supposed to look like that. You know, where it has all the swirl marks. This is what they're all supposed to look like. So I actually found out the names of some of these. So let me go ahead and tell you what this first one is. Maybe. So this one is titled Washington Before Boston. All right, so that's George Washington on the front. And then we would flip it over. And they did this kind of patina right here to give it some that antique look. All right, and that's the reverse right there. All right, so we're going to start these all at $1. Sold these before. The couple that I have here today, I've never offered before. And you know, they did make quite a few different designs of these. So there you go. There's the first one there. So this one is called George Washington something or another. I just said it a second ago. And I forgot already. This one's Washington Before Boston.
That's cool.
Yeah. And I guess these are titled America's First Medals. Is from that series.
Other side? Is that the reverse? Which one is
this is the front, I guess the obverse, and then this is the reverse of the medal.
It's elevated. Like those.
Yeah, they have relief to them.
Those are cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right, Mr. Doom, there you go. Nice one there. Yeah, a few of these are very impressive. I have a couple more here I think you guys will like. All right, so the next one that we have here is General Nathaniel Greene. Yep. And I love the reverse of this one. All right, so there's the front of the medal. Nathaniel Greene. And then when we flip it over, it's got angel and wings, broken shield, and all the stuff there. And there you go. So $1 start on the Nathaniel Greene. Again, I love that reverse. Really, really cool. So a lot of these were sculpted by Gateau, the French sculptor, and also Dupree, which is what this one is here.
Is that where those come from? They were sculpted?
Well, the original plasters were from France.
Oh, that's cool.
So they made these ones here for the U.S. market. And that one's going to BCST 9. Good job. Congrats.
Nice ticket.
Yeah, my wife got these, by the way.
I did.
Yeah, she recognized some pretty nice quality here.
Ones that I found.
Yeah. And this next one here is titled General Antonio Gates. So that's what the front of that one looks like. This one is a Gateau. And there's the reverse there. Again, this is part of a series called America's First Medals. And this one's live. Horatio Gates. think for a second I said Antonio Gates, like the football player, right? General Horatio Gates. Yeah, some great buys. Of course, these are exonumia, so they you have to be a fan of them. You have to understand exonumia, Jen, and because I've sold some exo on here, and like I have some new encasements, encase sets coming up that are really nice. That I have a certain perspective of how much they. No, these are not silver. They're kind of like a pewter. If they were silver, I'd let you guys know. So the next one here is General Anthony Wayne. This one's really pretty. I like this one too. So there's the front of the medal there with Antonio Wayne. This is a Gateau piece. And then there's the reverse. And that one is alive, starting at $1. Yeah, this one right here. This is a really nice one, and that one's going for $1. See, ladies and gentlemen, $1. Sometimes that's all it takes, and that is one of the risks of selling items like that. So the last one right here. This is I saved the best one for last, of course. This one right here is General Daniele Morgan. Here's what the reverse looks like of this one. And that one is live. Probably the most ornate of the bunch. My personal favorite for tonight, and that's why I saved it for last. Yeah, they all, for the most part, have Latin inscriptions. If I understood, what they meant, I'd probably talk about it a little bit more. I revel at the design of them. They're just really neat. Okay, here is here's a JFK 1963 medal. This was issued right after his assassination. Now, after his assassination, it became this event where a lot of people were trying to profit and capitalize off of a very unfortunate thing that happened in our history. So, medals, that was one of the things that were pitched and promoted and sold. And this is one of them here. So, as JFK, 1917 to 1963. Does not have any of the original ribbon or anything like that, but let's see here. Start this one at $1 as well. And it's got his renowned quote: "Ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country." So that's what he's well known for, plus probably also shacking up with Marilyn Monroe. Yeah. Allegedly.
Wow.
Allegedly. I mean, that could be a feather in the old cap. I'm not sure. I'm sure it is, because she was a well-known sex symbol back in the day. So I'm sure every man was drooling the moment that they got to meet Marilyn Monroe.
She
All right.
was a beauty.
She was. All right. The next one that we have here is actually really cool. I like this one. So this is like our first official coin of the night. This is actually a Marshall Islands. Look at this reverse proof. Dwight Eisenhower. It's dated 1990. It's got a face value of $5. So this is a Marshall Islands commemorative. Really, really pretty. Very, very nice looking piece here. I've never had one of these before, whether to sell or in my collection. So I'm glad to offer up one of these here. And these have a relatively low mintage too. I looked at it earlier and I forgot what it was, but it wasn't a whole lot. So Marshall Islands, Eisenhower, commemorative, dated 1990. And it is a proof. Nice cameo frost on there as well. So very nice, well struck example, like they all are. You can see there. So this is one of the few coins that has a date on the front and on the reverse as well. And that's a really pretty design there on the reverse. So it's dated right there. This one is not silver. It's some sort of nickel. Richard. And Tiz, there you go. That one is yours, my friend. All right. So you saw that pop up there. I'll let you take care of that. That was lot number 7. I'll put this one aside for you. All right. So let's see. The next one that we have here is going to be a 1955. This is the British Caribbean Territories 2-cent piece. It says Eastern Group there. It's dated on the reverse, 2 cents. And it's got Queen Elizabeth, a little bit younger portrait there. Very early in her reign, of course. So again, that's the British Caribbean. And of course, we're going to start this one out at $1 for you. British Caribbean Territories. And it's about the size of a $0.50 in case you guys need a little perspective in size. Copper bronze. Very nice condition piece as well. From an area that we don't see too many coins pop up. I like to say that I'm kind of on the pulse of world coins, and I don't see the British Caribbean pieces come up too often. So, all right, and that one's going to Andrea. Thank you. Yeah, isn't that cool, Zip? I love that set. And they did it for a few years. Speaking of which, this one's really cool. 1968 New Zealand proof, 10 shillings or 10 1 shilling. It's got like a butterfly mask looking thing on the reverse there. And this one is live. Again, this is 1968 proof, 10 shilling from New Zealand. Very beautiful reverse. And I can't say I've ever... I've been collecting foreign world stuff since about 2006, somewhere around there. And I had a pretty big collection. I've never actually owned one of these. Oh, Mystery Moon, how you doing? Good to see you. That one is yours there. Good get. Good get. Yep. Here's a 1964 specimen-proof Canadian scent. I don't know. Is the wifey sleeping?
No, I'm just reading.
No,
I'm
Mystery Moon was like, how's she doing?
I'm here. I'm hungry, so I'm checking out. I'm craving a burger tonight, you guys. And I haven't eaten a burger in a while, but all of a sudden I'm like, oh my God, I have to have a burger tonight.
And this one's live. 1964 specimen-proof Canadian scent.
Sorry, babe.
For what?
Because you were live and
I'm always live. Sort of. You know, if I'm live up in the old Brainiac here, then we're in good shape. So
we have an early
there he goes. Yeah, we do.
But I'm here, you guys. I'm sitting on my computer, hanging out, listening. Just not chatty.
Here's a 1982 Canadian. They call this the Confederation Constitution dollar. So it's a 1-year type. So they only made it for this year. And
that's cool. What's on the reverse of that?
Well, this is the reverse with the date. And down the other, it's a Canadian dollar. And then you have Queen Elizabeth on the other side. And they only made it for 1 year. So this is it says 1867 to 1982, which is what, 115 years, or it's some weird off the wall type of commemorative issue where it's not like 125th anniversary, 150th anniversary. It was just, 115th. All right, and that one's going to Bill. Congrats, man. Yeah, Mystery Moon, she's doing good. She she has aches and pains every so often, and we're on week 2 of her injury, so she has 4 more weeks, or tomorrow you're getting a different cast put on or something like that.
Yeah, tomorrow they're removing. Well, not that we haven't. I've had my daughters remove my splint multiple times because it's uncomfortable and I'm losing muscle in my leg.
All right, so we ended up with another small collection of some of these really cool encased Lincolns. So we have this first one here. That's a 1939 Lincoln scent. It's a Lucky Penny pocket piece. I bring good luck. So this is late 30s, early 40s. Doesn't denote any specific business, but just kind of a generic one. Does have a hole in there. Probably the hole was already in there when it was made. Super cool, absolutely. All right, and all of these start at $1. We have a lot of nice vintage ones. We have some really nice ones too coming up here, and then one really rare one that's gonna be coming up at the end that I have the pleasure of offering to you guys. So that's the first one there with a 1939 Lincoln scent, older, designed.
Aren't they cool?
All right, now the first one's going to Andrea. There you go. Yeah, you bought quite a few of them from me, Jen, from what I can remember.
Cool?
All right, so the next one that we have here is another encasement. Keep me for good luck. 1950S.
That's cool, Joy.
And this one's in phenomenal shape. And this one is for the First Federal Savings and Loan Association in Davenport, Iowa. So this one is actually attached to a business, and that's what makes these a lot better, in my estimation, is when you could tie them into a business that was giving these away, or
right?
yeah,
they just handed them out to. Was it an advertisement? Is that
what advertisement piece?
Nice.
And this one, you can see it's a really nice glossy brown on there. Very nice mid-state example.
Wheat scent.
Yeah, more provenance. Yeah, absolutely.
That's cool.
So if you keep me, and you will have good luck.
If they keep you.
Yeah, if they keep you, keep me to keep you. All right, Jen, there you go.
Jen.
That's a nice one there. Nice date on that Lincoln scent too, San Francisco.
How's everyone doing tonight? It's a Tuesday, hanging out with us.
Oh, Jen, can't believe the condition. Look at this one here.
Oh goodness, the good ones are coming.
Yeah, 64D Lincoln. This one is for the Motor City Coins Incorporated, Detroit, Michigan. So that was a coin shop in Detroit. I don't think they're there anymore, which makes these really fantastic. You know, when they're when the company is no longer in existence, makes them more meaningful. And then for the folks that used to live in the area and remember, oh yeah, I remember Motor City Coins. I went there as a kid, you know. And the coin is in phenomenal shape for being 60 years old.
Yeah.
Most of Detroit is gone. Even some of the old homes there, they're just abandoned or burnt down, or yeah, it's so unfortunate. And I've never offered a Michigan encasement. I think this is my first one.
Yep.
So yeah, you know, babe. It's
yeah, I remember. We just happened to come across a
thank you, Gary.
Collection and
so the next one here is similar to one we just sold. This one, a 1950S. And again, another one of the Davenport, Iowa First Federal Savings and Loan Association. So that was for a bank in that area. And there you go. That one's and this one is in great shape.
Yeah,
the Lincoln scent has a lot of patina on there, a nice chocolate brown. Oh, Mystery Moon, do you live nearby? Do you live up in Michigan? I don't want to like throw out, you know, people's stuff out there. Yeah, you know, if you're from the area, that's where you're from, then you know you see 50S on that one, Andrea. All right, Mr. Coin Schools. There you go. That one is yours, sir.
You're so funny, sir.
Hey, Dave. It's made a comeback. I hope so. Or what's the pawn shop show that's in Detroit?
What is it? It's with the dad and the daughter and the son.
Yeah. They actually sell on Whatnot now. I don't know if you guys knew that. Yeah, Hardcore Pawn. Those guys. Yes. Yeah, those guys sell on here. Yeah, it's actually cool. I don't know if they've been on recently, but I was on their debut show, and it was fun. Cool. It was like they're still alive and kicking, which is really awesome, you know. And they love Detroit, you know. That's.
And they still argue like they did on the show.
Yeah, they do a little bit, but I think they're putting up, you know, kind of like that showmanship, you know, for for the whatever.
Yeah.
Here's another one here, 50D this time. Another good looking coin in there. This one is a Rexall. Save at the Rexall, 1 cent sale. Can you imagine if someplace had a 1 cent sale today?
Wow.
How crazy that would be. I remember some of those 1 cent sales
That'd be
back
nice.
back in the early 80s. You had to be a freaking fly on the wall to know about the 1 cent sale. Maybe it was at a I don't know if you guys remember Ames department stores used to have like a 1 cent sale back in the day.
1 cent sale.
1 cent sale. Yeah, they did it for like 1 hour, and it was specific items.
Did people fight over said items?
Oh hell yes. back in the day when nobody had any manners or decorum, it was like a bunch of like stay-at-home moms were battling it out for
geez.
the last box of Tide detergent, and it was like a little micro box of detergent for what it's worth.
Wow.
Yeah, it's about as nutty as you could get, short of a Black Friday sale at Walmart, where everybody's advertising 40-inch TVs for $50, things like that.
I stepped into Walmart on Black Friday and watched people fight, and I never again will do that.
Yeah, well, you always hear about people getting trampled,
Mm-hmm.
and heading off to the hospital. And
no, you got a black eye on Black Friday? Wow. No thanks.
And I'm figuring that was the last time that you went, Jen. I know it would be for me. I'm like, I just got elbowed in the freaking eye. I do not want to do this anymore. So here's another. This is a 57D this time around. This is another Rexall, but it's a different variant. You could depend on. Let's see, it says guaranteed Rexall products. All right, so that's what the reverse looks like. Rexall was kind of like one of your bigger stores back in the day. Smaller stores. They weren't huge kind of big conglomerates as they are today. But I'm talking about your small neighborhood grocer, and they sold just a whole bunch of stuff. It was like a very scaled down Target. If you needed a pack of socks, Rexall had it. So
I think I remember hearing about that. You know what? Honestly, I would rather pay a little extra money to not be trampled on and run over.
Yeah.
So.
There you go. I wasn't sure if I started that one, but there you go. Yeah, that's weird. It's weird. I didn't have a number 17 in here. Maybe I did.
You do not have a number 17.
I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I guess I'll just be our little secret, right? There you go. Sterling number 18. That one is.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, Jen, look at this one. This is the. Oh, Jen. Yeah, because she was glossing over some of the nicer ones. That's a 1949 Lincoln wheat cent, and this thing looks brand spanking new. Right here, Jen. This is the save at the Rexall 1 cent sale. So this is a much nicer version of the other one, with a little bit. Well, I think 1 year older Lincoln cent. That's a nice mint red. There you go. This is lot number 19. Yeah, pretty, especially in this shape. You can't beat that at all. Rexall was a very popular chain in the Midwest. Some of you have probably been there before.
Is that pharmacy one?
Yeah,
I know,
Rexall.
that's so pretty. That one, I really liked the color of the coin. The red
Yeah,
one.
yeah. It makes a huge difference when it's a nice mint red like that.
Yep.
It looks like it just came out of the machine that way.
Mhm.
Here's a 1950D. This one is another First Federal Savings and Loan in Davenport, Iowa. So I had a couple of these. I think this might be the last one I have. Let's see. Let's go ahead and see if we can run number 17 on this one here. There. This is what it would look like if you had it in your pocket for a little while. Eventually, it would be one that would completely disappear after a lot of wear and tear, and you had your car and house keys in your pocket, and here's another nice one. Look at this. 64. Keep me and never go broke. So you can see the evolution of the horseshoe design on these things. And it's a little bit smaller, not too much smaller, but, smaller than the other ones that we've seen, like the one that we just sold there to Sterling. So this one is for, I've been to my eye doctor, optometrist. This is Dr. Lady Ingle and O'Connor. So there's two people sharing an office there. Pretty cool one. I don't know what city and state this one is here, but there you go. So Dr. Lady Ingle and O'Connor, optometrists. What, this one, Patrick? The same one here? Yeah, we were just at our eye doctor, what, a month or two ago?
Mm-hmm.
Something like that. And guess what? I could still drive a car.
Oh, goodness.
And you can imagine there aren't a whole lot of this one. This particular one. The ones with the small businesses on them, yeah, they're quite a bit more scarce. Here's a 1963D with a nice brown Lincoln on there. This one is Joe Gaydar Coins. He's a coin dealer in Chicago, Illinois. It's got his phone number and everything. So whoever wins this one, you got to promise me that you're going to call this number and see if he's still in business. I think we all owe it to him to let him know that his advertising 60 years later is still doing the trick. There you go, lot number 21. So this is good old Mr. Gaydar, coin dealer in Chicago, Illinois. That's a 63D Lincoln. Yeah, very identifiable. It's even got his phone number on there. Yep, West 95th Street. And that one's going to John for a bargain price of $2. There you go. There you go. $19.59D coming up next here for Turner's Coin and Gold Shop. This one is in Indianapolis. So 112 West Ohio Street, I presume, is the address there. Indianapolis, Indiana, for Turner's coin. You know, this came from a coin shop because a coin is spotless. Very cool. That's the 1959 D minty red Lincoln set.
Minty red.
Minty fresh red. Yep. There you go, Jen. I know you had your eyeball on that one. It's all right. So did I. It's very attractive encasement there. Another nice one here. How about a 52D red brown Lincoln set in this encasement for Israel Garrison, FEF, the old cheese man. That's who he is, the cheese man, the old cheese man. He got his own encasement. So let's go ahead and do this one here because I know you guys have been waiting for this one. This is the one everybody's been waiting for. Oh, I wish I had a 43 encasement with that Steely in there. Israel Garrison, the old cheese man. 52D Lincoln. And Sterling, there you go. I was like, I still have more of these, and they just keep getting more interesting, so why not? 58D on this one here. Mr. Roland Wilson, stamp dealer. P.O. Box 125, Delphi, Indiana. All right, so that one actually has city and state and a business for, unfortunately, a hobby that is dying by the day. There's not too many people I know that collect stamps, but here's that dealer, Roland Wilson, stamp dealer in Delphi, Indiana. Daniel, I did. I had that on my my watch list. Not that I was interested in putting a bid on it. The thought did cross my mind. It did cross my mind to buy that 60 AD. It was the FS 801, right? Yeah, the DDR, the big one. Yeah, in that condition too. Whew, it was like you'd be lucky if you got a VF20 out of it. All right, Adam, there you go, sir. You got Mr. Roland Wilson.
Hey, Adam, we're going to have to chat soon. I am starting to collect a Lincoln album of only toners, of just toners. And so some of the recent ones that I bought from you are going in my album. So we're going to have to chat because I'm going to need to fill it in.
Yeah, she's gonna need more of them. So you're gonna have some.
Excited.
Yeah,
so I'm gonna have to come watch your show.
He has plenty more. Yeah,
yes.
he's been cherry picking these all over the place.
Sure, I'm so excited.
Roll enders at shops and shows, and
so
he has a sniffer for those things.
I know. That's why I love watching your show.
Here's a 58D. Keep me and never go broke. True to the words. Lawson Brothers Cleaners. So K9746, 2451 Broadway. Okay, so a lot of cities have a street named Broadway. Don't know what city this one is. I'm sure someone could do a little investigative work and find out what city and state this one is. But another nice one. We got some of the nice ones.
Yes, you do.
Yeah. There you go. That's a 58D Lincoln Weedy on there. A real sweetie for Lawson Brothers Cleaners. I like how they used a bigger font for brothers. Like they couldn't equalize the width of the letters, which is kind of interesting. Tis, there you go. Woo. Hey, Bill, have you bought Sean Two's newest book, the Improper Alloway Lincoln Cent book that he did? That's one to get right there if you have the opportunity. Here's a 1958D Isaac N. Smith for mayor of where? I'm not sure. Again, someone's gonna have to do some sleuthing to find out their origin of some of these. Like Mr. Isaac here, where did he run for office, and did he win? All right, I would love to know. Isaac N. Smith for mayor. He was probably the mayor too that actually walked door to door and handed these to people. Buying votes, absolutely. That's a best way to describe that. He reminds me of the mayor in Back to the Future #1. Driving around town with the in the car with the horn going off. Here's a this one's interesting. It's got a little wear and tear. 1949 S Lincoln Cent on this horseshoe shaped one. For Spellmark's watch shop in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Over 40 years understanding. Very interesting. Albuquerque, New Mexico. Isaac Smith was, John? Huh, interesting. So you mean to tell me he had like 400,000 of those that he was handing out back in the day? I doubt it. The population of San Francisco, which, by the way, it was a nicer place to live back 60 years ago. I'm sure still had quite a large population.
Did you just run into something?
It sounds like it.
I stubbed my toe. I've been tripping.
Please don't be like your mama.
I do not want to break my ankle, and I already twisted it.
Don't be like your mama.
Here's a 1963 Lincoln and this horseshoe-shaped encasement. This one is the Stovall Hall of Health and the Museum of Medical Progress, Prairie du Chien. So I don't know where that's at, but very interesting kind of subject on this encasement. Yeah, not one that I've personally seen before, and I'd like to say I've owned hundreds of these things. There you go. This one's Wisconsin. Is that what the Prairie du Chien is? Bill, you're like the savant of a lot of things. If I had issues of where something is, yeah, Bill's like, oh, it's in Wisconsin. That's so and so. Yeah, when we were stuck in Colorado, man, you knew exactly where I was because you've been there before. Where haven't you been? Let's start there. All right, one of the coolest ones tonight. We only have 2 left, by the way, for the encasements, and I don't want to bore you anymore. Yeah, you are Mr. Wikipedia. Yep. 1946 Lincoln. This one actually doesn't have a hole, which makes it that much more cooler. Much older, encasement style and text. Look at that. Rockefeller Center in New York City. The city within a city. Couldn't have said it better myself, I suppose. But yeah, I'm glad to have at least one New York City encasement. These are very, very collectible because of the location. But that's Rockefeller Center, guys. That's where they do the good old New Year's parade and Dick Clark's awesome show. That thing. But yeah, we have this one here. 1946 era New York City is probably pretty cool. All right, Jen, congratulations. Oh yeah. Jen wants all the tougher ones. I don't blame her. Let's say she wants those types. All right, and the final one.
Is this the big one?
This is indeed a big one. I've sold one of these before, and it was so popular, I decided to sell my other one. 1953 D. And this one, ladies and gentlemen, is quite rare. This is actually what they call salesman sample. All right, they only had a few of these. Your ad on this side limit copy, and it has you can limit up yours up to 50 characters or letters. This is the number 4 style of encasement. Of course, your salesman that was trying to sell the machinery to make the encasements had a few different styles and shapes of encasements. So this is a 1950s. There was an actual salesman that was going door to door at these businesses that was trying to sell the machines for encased cents. So this is not some run of the mill encasement. This is actually a very desirable one. These traditionally don't come up in the marketplace, and glad to have one here with a decent looking coin in the middle. And the overall encasement is in great shape. Your ad on this side, salesman sample. And I only have this one. I had 2. I sold one about a month and a half ago, and then this is my other example. I ended up having to arm wrestle a big German dude to get this one. And I won. Won in the sense that I could buy it from him.
You're silly.
So just because of that story, you guys should pay higher on this one. And now I'm gonna have to go out and look for another one. I love the thrill of the hunt of these things. All right, thank you, Mr. Doom. Yeah. I forgot this one in here. Yeah, I saw the message pop up, Adam. That's insane. I guess what's her face won. Who was it? Tammy? Is that her name? You know what? I thought it stalled at $10,000. To be honest with you, $31,000. I think it's worth that. Oh, Cosmo's asking, how are you doing, Mrs. Blue Ridge?
I am hanging in there. Hanging in there.
This is one of the coolest trade tokens I've ever owned. This is the Goodan Jenkins 724 South Broadway in LA. They're a furniture dealer. Good for $1 in trade. The $1 hair in trade. So this $1 can go toward that beautiful Barca lounger that you've always wanted, or that Biedermeier table. This one's really cool. I love this one. And again, this is turn of the century, not the year 2000, but the year 1900, in case you're wondering. I said that once, and people are like, wait, 2000? I'm like, no, 1900. It's that old. There you go. That one is live. Goodan Jenkins, good for token.
Thanks for coming to hang out with us.
Hey, wait a minute. Nobody bid on that? That's funny. All right, we'll try it one more time. I mean, this is like a $50 token here. I mean, I could keep this one, you know.
Yeah.
We'll try one more time, all right? And then, if it doesn't sell, I mean, there's bids on there now, and whoever gets that $3 is gonna make out like a bandit on this one. It's actually this is a scarce size and shape type, and that's what makes this one valuable. It's bronze too, which is a huge plus, and not aluminum, where you do see a few aluminum, not of this one, but other trade tokens of this type as well. Yeah, really nice patina. It's in great shape too. Oh, it's fine, Jen. Yeah, no worries. All right. Mr. Coins Goals. I was like, someone could have snuck in a bid at $1, and it would have been catastrophic. Well, for me, it would have. For whoever wins, it would have been just a home run. All right. So we got a couple mid errors here. Here's a 1971S double clip. All right. So it's got the bigger curved clip there, but also has a clip there. So it's 2 clips for the price of 1. 71S. So it's also in pretty nice shape too. I would say AU Brown is what I originally thought it would be at. All right. 71S double clip. Oh, is the wind that bad over there, Jen? Are you still in Virginia? All right. Shadow Mocker. There you go. Yeah, that's pretty strong. That's like a weak tropical storm type weather or wind. So here's another clip, 71S. Nice red-brown patina on this BU Lincoln scent here. There you go. This is lot number 33, by the way. We're trolling along pretty good. 71S, full readable date on there. With a curved rim clip. Yeah, it kind of does, right? Strong winds, they're good for certain things. I'm not particularly a fan of flying a kite when the winds is 40 miles an hour, but I guess to each their own. Here is a 1964 candy half dollar. All right, it doesn't look like a whole lot when we flip it over. So it struck through grease right there along this this edge here. So some of the design is very weak, if not missing, in certain areas. So a nice struck through grease. '64 Kennedy. It's a Denver as well. There you go. Mid error. Yeah, I had a tube of Kennedy's, 64 Kennedys, and saw this one. I'm like, oh, it's worth saving. You know, $11. That's like $1 over melt. So it works. Someone like Sterling can appreciate it. And that works fine for me. You guys ready for some quick 5-second sudden deaths? We got some Mercury dimes. We got plenty, so grab yourself a couple. And
we got new things coming in the Buy It Now store soon, you guys. So
yeah, did you guys know we have merchandise, by the way?
Oh, we do. I forgot about that.
Yeah, we actually have it on our Shopify store. We actually have one set up. There. And that's actually our website, BlueRidgeSilverhound.shop.
And we're actually going to pull some of that stuff into our Buy It Now store as well, so you'll be able to buy it.
Yeah, so there's some pretty nice, apparel items. We got some hats. We got some bags, tote bags.
Support,
What'd you say, athletic supporters?
No.
Oh.
We have some apparel, some pins, a couple tote bags. I like the coins and I cannot lie. That always makes you giggle.
Yeah, we just started Mystery Moon. Yeah, we just started. Stacy just set up the website yesterday for Shopify.
You guys, I have to keep myself busy.
Yeah, she's doing her part. So here's the 1920 Merc. So we're gonna start off on an early date. I'm gonna say good plus, good 6, something like that. Excuse me. So these are all going to be quick, little sudden death, 5-second sudden death. Let's do it. There you go. So whoever is left standing at the very end wins. Is how it works. It's really easy. See, Arsedney won. So these are going to be the cheapest coins, I would say, for the most part. And, Mercury dimes are always incredibly popular with folks.
I love them.
Yeah. The wifey is collecting them all like they're Pokemon. Coming up next is a 43p in VF35. All right. So, yeah, congrats to the first purchase for Arsedney. So 5-second sudden death on that one there. Again, VF35 and Arsedney with another one there. Congrats. You can stand up if you want.
And fall over?
No, not a fan.
Not a fan of falling over.
Here's a 36 Philly. It's a nice one here. And fine. So fine 12. And this one's also 5-second sudden death for this 36p. Bada bing, bada boom.
My charger from laptop is hot.
Hot. So your laptop is on fire. which means it needs a break.
Yeah.
Here's a 43S in VF35. So that's another nice one there. First branch mint coin of the night for Mercury Dimes. 5-second sudden death on the 43S and VF35. And BCST 9 wins that one there. Lot number 38. Let's see, we also have that's where I'm going blind. These dates on these
You are
coins
not
just
going
continue
blind.
to get smaller.
More.
Smaller.
Wow, you guys, I think my husband has lost it.
45P in VF35 as well. You got some lines on the fascies there on the reverse. I ran out of the white cards that you put in the 2x2s because I normally write them in along with grade, so that way it makes it easy for everyone, both you guys and myself. But I ran out, so I ordered more, and they won't be here for a few days. Here's a 42P and VF25. Five-second sudden death with this one too. And I generally like to have problem-free examples. BCST. In case you were wondering, I don't like to sell clean Mercs. They're just not my style.
No.
Oh, here's a good one here. So this is a 37D fine 15. Toughest date thus far of the Mercury Dimes. So if you're putting together a set, this might be a date that you have a empty hole to fill. All right. Hey, there he is. Van, you the man. Yeah, I do it too. 843. Not that I'm lazy, I just didn't have enough time to do it. Here's a 44P and XF. So our first good looking XF. Full lines there on the fascies. There you go. 5-second sudden death. Yeah, that's an XF 40. And Mr. John Hanna. Sounds like a kid screaming to death out there, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Say 44P and VF25. And Arsedney. Oh, by the way, if anybody's interested, we'll be at this coin show April 25, 26, 27. So that's in about 4 weeks here in Sacramento. So we'll be there. More than likely, we'll be there 2 of the 3 days. If you're going to be in town, go ahead and check us out. If you're not going to be in town, that's probably a good thing because, California is not everybody's cup of tea. I'm still trying to get used to it, even though I can't. Here's a 45P in VF30. Five-second sudden death continues. 45P. There you go. BCST. Here's a 41D and VF30. Nice patina on this one. Is one of my personal faves of the night. Again, that's a 41D VF30. And that one's also going to BCST. Here's a 37S. There, I would say fine 15. It's a 37S. And BCST. There you go. Here's a 28P in VG. So like a VG8. Again, 5 second sudden death continues there on this 28. And Van, there you go. That's a nice little deal there, Van, that you got. So now you're just gonna, are you gonna put together a whole set? Is that the Plansky? No, that was a 28P, Jen. Here's a 41D and XF40. So another nice higher grade specimen. And 5 seconds continues. All right, Stray. There you go, sir. So let's see, 48. 48. Here's a 24 Philly in good. .24 Philly in good. And Nikki, there you go. You had to get something after your givey, huh? Oh, Dave, no problem. Glad to have you here. I hope you're having a phenomenal night. Happy Tuesday. Here is a 43D in VF25. And there you go. 5 seconds continues. 43D. And that one's going to Nikki as well. Yeah, hanging out is all we need to do tonight. And, you know, that's why I like doing the bargain bin stuff on Tuesdays. It's a very innocent, low-cost way. And even still, you don't have to spend anything. You just come out and hang out.
Come out, hang out.
But what I do have is the cheap stuff.
But it's still quality.
It is.
Cheap, but
Yeah.
it's got quality.
I spend time to look for these things. Here's a 44S in VF35. Good looking example there. April at Encore. How you doing?
Hey, that's my friend.
Arsenny. Hey, do you guys have a show tonight? By chance? Here's a 36P in VF25. It's a VF25 on that 36P. And Nikki, there you go.
You know what I'm looking forward to?
What, a hamburger?
Mm-hmm.
Why did you order one?
No.
Here's a 43p in VF30.
But I want one.
Why don't you order one?
From where?
Someplace decent.
Not Red Robin.
And I was going to BC. Is that Eric, you old hound dog? You how you been? How are things? Hey, that's pretty good. Yeah, surprisingly, the P&D Rosies have a low mintage. Not a lot of people know that. Not quite Roosevelt or Jefferson Nickel low, but low enough that it grabs your attention. Here's a 45S and XF40. And Arseny. Well done.
Hey, can I order from local kitchens?
You can. Are they local?
Yeah, you have to pick up.
42D and XF40. Another XF piece here. $42D and XF. And John, there you go. Adam, you gotta have some Tone Lincoln cents there. I know someone that might be interested in a few or more than that. Woo! Another one, 44S this time in XF40. Back-to-back bangers.
Do I need any of those for my capital holder?
No, you're doing all mid-state BUs, my dear.
Mm.
You are going brave on that one.
Yeah, because a lot of them are pretty expensive.
BCS. All right, 41D and VG. I think a VG 8 or 10 or 12. No, not 12. Can't be 12. $41D. That's a VG8. There you go, Nikki.
Oh, wow.
They were almost done with the Mercury dimes. I don't know. We had like 30 of them. There's a 44 in VF 25. So that's a Philly. And BCST 9. I have a feeling BCST is putting together a set.
Yep. Merc dimes are the bomb. Between my Merc dimes and my toned Lincolns.
It's a 36p, just a little bit of paint looks like there, but that can be removed with a little acetone if you so preferred. 36p and VF 20. And that one's going to Mr. John. There you go.
Do I give in an order from Red Robin?
2, 4, 6, 8, 10. All right, so we got 10 Mercury dimes left. Let's kind of cut it up a little bit and do a few other coins here. Then we'll go back to that. So these next few, we'll continue on with sudden death. These are just some really nice Washington quarters. Here's a Beautiful gem, 68D. Sorry, Daniel, this is not the FS801, in case you're wondering. That would just be way too incredible. So we'll continue with $1 on this one here. 5-second sudden death, of course. We'll stick with that. 68D. Again, beautiful gem there. And Miss Jen, there you go. And not seeing this nice 1980p. Those early 80s. Woo, they're face slappers for sure. A lot of them are generally not very lustrous. They have a lot of dye deterioration strikes. This one is actually one of the nicer ones there. All right, tis. And also an 81D. Another gemmy there. So easily a 65 grade, if not higher. $81D. And there you go, Jen. All right, I need to figure out what this one is. I actually have one innovation dollar because I can't find them anymore. I wish I could find more reverse proof and regular proof innovation dollars. And, well, I can't. I just can't. Okay. So this one lone one here is New York. It's a, what year is this thing? 2021 D. So this is the Erie Canal Innovation Dollar. It's a business strike version. Very nice one, too. These things are usually all nicked up with bag marks and stuff. These have surprisingly low mintage figures for what they are. So that's the Erie Canal 2021 Denver. And we'll just continue on with the 5-second sudden death. When I had these, they were selling like hotcakes. And Tiz, grab the one lone example that I did have. Nice indeed. Slot number 63. All right, well, let's hammer home the rest of these Mercury dimes. We only have 10 remaining. Here is a 41p and fine 15. There you go. Still with 5-second sudden death on these ones. And BCST 9. Grabbing a hold of that one there. Lot number 64. This is a 35p in good. There you go, 35p. And John, there you go. Here's a 44S, probably the highest grade one I have. It does have a little bit of luster, but I'm going to call this one XF45. It could be an AU50 if, push came to shove. It's very close. But I like to stay as conservative as possible on these grades. Go BCST9 with that one there. Here's another 44P. And this one here is VF25. VF25 on the 44P. Kobe-Wan. I love the name. It's like Obi-Wan. All right, Kobe-Wan, that was your first purchase. And it's customary to see the payment not go through on the first purchase. That's kind of normal. So if you're still on, you just have to go to the dashboard or into the wallet, which is like right here, and just put in your information again, rerun it. I'll keep this one aside. No big deal. They pop up on new buyers more often than you want. I'll just put it that way. Here is a 43S in VF30. (43S) in VF30 and BCST. It's lot number 68. We're just rolling along here. These quickie sudden deaths are certainly cutting into things here. So here's a 41D and fine 15. $41D. John, was that $1? Under melt.
Nice pickup.
At Cosmo, we kept the prices very reasonable. We're making virtually maybe $1 or $2 on each item, if that. Because we have a company that prints them as people order them, and then they get sent to the customer directly. We don't want to gouge anyone on apparel and all that stuff. That's not our thing.
Nope.
And the missus, you could thank her. She actually, all right, Kobe-Wan, I saw your payment did go through. Thank you. So the pricing is incredibly competitive, and she's gonna have more stuff to come here real soon.
Yes.
Here's a 39 Philly in VF20. Not too bad.
Yeah, we are just looking to have, nice apparel. For
Nikki,
people to
there you
wear
go.
and support and
Yeah, Chef, you're in good shape. Your payment did go through. Yep. Kobe-Wan, what you can do is go into your purchases. So if you go up here, see this down arrow. I don't know if you're on mobile or on a desktop. You click this down, you go into your orders. You can check and see if it zeroes out. If not, email whatnot customer support, and they will get that fixed for you right away. It takes very little time for them to fix it for you.
they're pretty darn awesome.
Yeah, they're amazing.
This is an amazing platform.
So just make sure you can do it after the show or anytime after. If you notice that you didn't get your referral discount, go ahead and check that out and then send them a message. They'll fix it for you right away. Here's a 40 Philadelphia. This one right here is VF30. So it's got some lines there. All right, we just have this 2 more after this one, and then we can move on to some $50. Hey. All right, Nikki, there you go. I think the collective is ready to move on from Mercury Dimes. This is actually a nice one. This is a 39P VF30. It might even be a VF35. It's very close. 5 seconds sudden death still applies here with this one. And Arsedney, that was a nice one right there. Good job. $25 California half. Kobe won.
Kobe won.
Yeah, we're both here. Myself and the wifey. Did you come in off of YouTube or?
Come join us.
And see, the last one is a 43S in VF35. The final Mercury dime of probably the week, because I won't be selling any of these on Friday. 43S.
You mean Friday?
Friday. What did I say?
Saturday.
Saturday? I'm definitely not selling on Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
Not yet. We don't need to go there yet. Woo! Nice little group of stuff here. Coming up toward the close of the night. Here's a 64 Kennedy. Nice obverse toning and reverse toning. That was probably in an album. I'm going to guess. So what we're going to do here, we're going to probably take sudden death off and just roll these at 10 second regular auctions. There you go. 64 Philly toned Kennedy $50 there for you. Very nice, lustrous piece. It's got that peripheral russet brown toning on there. And that one's going to Mr. Zip. Appreciate you, as always.
You're so cute.
I am?
You are. I just love how kind-hearted you are. And even the way that you just speak to everyone. I love it.
How about this one here? Reds, browns, some orange in there, 64p. .64 Philly toned. Especially that reverse. The reverse is pretty nice. And Mr. Kobe won. Back for a little bit more. There you go. That was lot number 75, folks. Woo. Right. Here's a 61D. Nice, beautiful, brilliant uncirculated Franklin $50 there. Slight hints of toning in certain areas. Yeah, that should do it, right, Kobe Wan? Because it doesn't count toward shipping, but everything else is fair game. So the price of the coins and stuff certainly does fit the bill. And that's a 61D, by the way. All right, Fogwire. There you go, sir. Hope you guys are having a wonderful night. Always a pleasure.
We are. I'm just tired.
Tired?
Mm-hmm.
We got a few walkers. Here's a 44S. So I think all the walkers we have are mid-marked walkers. So Denver and San Francisco's. There you go. Starting off at $1, 44S. Always fun. I like these type of streams, you know? Nothing too crazy or anything like that, which is what I like.
Am I quiet?
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm not more boisterous.
It's okay. You're working on something. I don't know. Something you're working on is got you distracted.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Thank you, Gary, for that one there.
I'm working on our Blue Ridge Silverhound merch.
Oh, more merch?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow. Perch the merch. 45S. Yeah, we do have merch. It's at Blue Ridge Silverhound.shop. Stacy put together a Shopify store, so she's been doing a lot of design work and stuff on there. 45S.
And actually, once we get it,
All
we'll be
right,
giving
Gary.
some of it- we'll be using some of it as giveaways. So
Yeah.
stay tuned for that. I've ordered some stuff. It's on its way.
Yeah, we're looking forward to that. Yeah, we're gonna give some away and have some in our buy it now shop. I think people have been waiting way too long for that. Here's a really nice looking 42S. .42 San Fran. And Gary also grabbing that one up too, which is right around melt. With the price of silver kind of standing around $24 an ounce. It melts right around 10 on these. Here's a good one here too. This one is actually XF. It's a 41D. It's got some luster and a little bit of toning. All right, so one that's a little bit better. .41D XF. Dave, you gotta keep in mind when it comes to Bugs Bunny, 55 is the most common. I've actually cherried 55p Bugs Bunnies in BU for around $20. So yeah, what were they offering? $80. Yeah, that's a little bit on the high side. Yeah, 54. Yeah, 54, 56. Adam Coins Ghouls is the pro. He's the big man when it comes to Franklin $half varieties. And finally, a 45S. It's got a little luster on that one too. I would say that one's XF as well. .45S and XF, a little bit of peripheral luster in the protected areas. And that one's going to Mr. Gary. Gary, man, there you go. All right, we have some of the elongated cents from the Chicago World's Fair. I have a couple from the San Diego Expo as well. That's 1930 something, 1936, I believe. Yeah, a lot of good ones here. Cosmo, I'll be on probably for another like 15 minutes is what I have. So these elongateds traditionally sell for between $30 and $60. I have a blowout special for you guys tonight, except for this first one. This first one, I'm just going to run a buck and go. And this one is the Remember Pearl Harbor. So that's the USS Arizona right there under the water with the little sky bridge thing. All right, so this one we're just going to do a buck and go for this elongated set. But all the other ones are going to be the old 1933 vintage Chicago World's Fair. That's a Century of Progress. Each one of those are between $30 and $60. And I will have them all beginning at only $15. So if only one person bids on every single one, that person basically had stolen all of them that I have. I think I have 9 or so. So let's do this one first at $1. So this is the Pearl Harbor commemorative elongated. Oh, by the way, on the back you can see the memorial too. So there is that on there. The Lincoln Memorial, that is. All right, so that first one goes to Zip. Thank you, Zip. Lot number 82. And then these next ones, these are going to be the old Chicago World's Fair. All right, so the first one here, and they're all different types. So they have all different types, dated 1933 on there. These were elongated on Lincoln wheat cents from 1933 and prior. Some of them will have a readable date. This one doesn't. And this one is the Federal Building reverse, or the design on there. So again, these are $30 to $60. They are gradable by PCGS. I wasn't sure if you guys knew that. Between this and the Clubbian Expo, these are the only 2 different World's Fairs that PCGS is grading for the elongateds. So keep that in mind. These are all very nice AU and up exonumia pieces. So let's start out with the first one here. $15 start, 20 seconds. So whoever's interested, these are pretty affordable. And if you buy them at 15, you can take these and 2x them tomorrow, or even more, even higher than that. So this is the Federal Building design, and so we got John up there with a bid. And it looks like John's going to take the first one. All right, there you go. Thank you.
Hey, babe.
Yes.
A year ago, we were on our cruise
Which one?
when we went to Mexico.
Oh,
It's been a year already.
yeah, that one's forgettable.
Hey.
Hey, the soft serve ice cream was good. No, I meant you getting sick at the very end.
I know.
In a way, it kind of diminished the trip overall.
I know. But no more of that. That's the end of that.
Yeah. All right, so the next Chicago World's Fair. This is the Hall of Science building. It still says 1933, World's Fair Chicago. This one does have a readable date. It is 1925D out of all things. That is a tough date there. 25D. Um, they Zip, they don't grade this by the actual date of the host coin. They grade it based off of the design. Apparently there's a catalog number that they assign to each one of the different designs of the Chicago World's Fair types. So on this one, they wouldn't even note the date of the host coin. It would just be what's on the front here, the main design, if that makes sense. All right, so let's go ahead and do this one here. This is the Hall of Science version or variant, however you want to call it. And it's on the 1925D Lincoln wheat cent. That's a pretty incredible host coin, if I could say so. I had one of these that was elongated onto the host coin. I'd say was a 1910S Lincoln cent out of all things, which is a very tough date. All right, Zip. There you go. Got that one there. Yeah, they'll even grade the San Diego Expo ones too, and that's it. They won't grade any of the other ones. So the New York Expo, they won't do the what's the other ones? So this next one here, this is actually one of my favorites. This is the Skyway and Observation Towers at the Chicago World's Fair. All right, there you go. So it's essentially the span right there, and then you have a walkway that goes across. So that's the Skyway, and then the observation towers on the end there, and then you have the rest of the part of the city down below, and then the events. All right, and then this one right here, 1925. It looks like Lincoln cent is the host coin, no mid mark, 1925. So that's the Skyway and observation tower design. And that one is ready. Again, these sell for between 30 and 60 bucks. Couple of the tougher ones I'll have toward the end. All right, and John also grabbing that one up there. Thank you, sir.
I'm here. I'm not asleep, you guys.
Yeah, she's working. She's actually doing merchandise stuff. Right? Is that what you're doing?
Yeah. Trying to keep busy, you guys. Trying to keep busy.
Okay, so this one's one of my personal favorites. I think this might even be a little bit tougher one too. So they made a couple different variants of the Skyride type. And this one right here is the toughest, I think, out of like 4 different variants. So you have in high relief the date 1933 on this side. You have the Skyride that goes across the observation towers. Chicago World's Fair Skyride. It doesn't show any date on the reverse there. So one of the nicer ones. This one's a BU Brown. And this one is alive. 1933. Have a good night, Dave. Good to see you.
Bye, Dave. Come back and join us on Friday.
Friday.
Friday. I'm just looking forward to seeing the doctor tomorrow.
Yeah. It's been a long time coming.
Yes, it has.
Oh, this might be one of those tough ones. Yeah. All right, so this next one was elongated on a 1911D Lincoln set. And this is the Fort Dearborn Blockhouse in Chicago. And this one actually is dated 1934. This is one of the tougher ones. You don't see a lot of this one. This is the only example. I've owned probably 100 to 125 of these over the course of the last 25 years. This is the only one that I've encountered of this one. So this one right here is pretty special because the Chicago World's Fair did go into 1934 by a few months. So it's a very short amount of time, a very short span. Oh, Shauna, absolutely. Or you can message me, whatever works. This is the Blockhouse, Fort Dearborn, 1934. So one of the few that you'll see dated 1934. And this is elongated on a 1911D Lincoln set. All right, John, there you go. Had to put up a little bit of a fight to own that one, but you got it. That was Art 5. So here's the other one. This is the administration building. This is the other one that's dated 1934 as well. All right. So this one right here, as you can tell, has some edge issues. I don't know if that's as a result of the machine or something else, but I thought I'd let you know on that one. I probably wouldn't grade this one if it came down to it, but it is a scarce variant. There you go. That's the admin building, and dated 1934. Again, I've probably owned just one of this particular type. Hey, Freeman, with the raid. Thank you, brother. Hope you're doing well. There he is. Long time no see. Have you been doing any shows recently? Like, did you go to the Whitman show by chance? All right, so the next one that we have here is a 1933, another World's Fair, but it just says World's Fair Chicago on there, and this one is elongated on a 1919 Lincoln set. So I have one more after this, and then I have a few graded singles if anyone's interested. We got some killer deals on these ones as well. There's Mr. Lawrence Hayes. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. So you got some red poking through on this one there. And it looks like this one's going to John as well. And this is, I left this one last, and with good reason. This is a pretty scarce one here. I've owned two of this one, and I'm selling one of my duplicates. This is the Republic of China version, a Century of Progress Chicago. So this is the World's Fair in Chicago. 1933. You can see Lincoln's bust, but I can't make out a date. This is a nice red-brown version here. So this is the last elongated out of the group. And there you go. Again, this is a very scarce type here of the Republic of China, 1933. Oh, did you get one for me, Bill? What? Because I had a couple of the elongated Mercury dimes, and you bought one, right? Yeah, isn't that cool? So awesome. I love it.
Yeah, I have one of those too.
Yeah, my wife has one, and I have one. So, books? What kind of books, Chef? I got books. I always have books. Here is a from the U.S. Mint, a 3-pack set of the White Mountain National Park quarters. Now it has a P&D of the business strikes, and it has a proof. So it's got one of the let's see, and these are dated 2013. So that's a 2013 S. That's a clad, and then the P&D of that there, and it's in this plastic, and it's got the laminated card to go with it, and these are all encapsulated per each. So let's go ahead and do this one here, and then I'll show you guys what I have for the graded fare. Starting out at $1 on this one. Again, this is sold by the U.S. Mint back when they were doing the America the Beautiful program. You're getting all 3 coins in the original packaging here.
Oh, my daughter saves the day.
P&D, Business Strike, and then one of the Frosty Proofs, 2013
You rock.
S.
Thank you, Lord.
There you go. And these, by the way, these things are usually broken up out of the container. So always good to see one that's, untampered with, still in the original plastic.
Hello,
All right.
peoples.
Coin Curious. There's Baby Blue.
Hello, peoples. I had to bring my mom some chicken nuggets.
Chicken nuggets.
Mom was hungry.
Yeah. All right, we do have a few slabs. Let's see what you guys think of these. We got some good prices for tonight. We have one more coin to give away. Since we were on the topic of Chicago World's Fair, here's a rare one right here. This is a what they call a so-called metal. That's actually made in 999 fine silver.
Thanks, Bubba.
This one graded NGC Mid-State 64. And this one says Colorado. This is the Colorado issued, I guess, of this one here.
Good old Colorado.
Very cool. All right. So I had this one at 300 and I dropped it on my last sale down to, I think, 275 or something. So we're going to try and blow this one out. Here's what I could do on this one. And these typically sell in the 3 to 3.25 range. So whoever buys this, there's definitely going to be some meat on the bones. If you are a dealer and you resell these, then you'll do really well. So let's go ahead and do this one here. There you go. Low price of $250 on this one. This is one of the most coveted Chicago World's Fair ephemera pieces. Again, it's made entirely of silver, by the way. All right. I'll do this one last time for the one time, and then I can't do anything less than this. There you go. $235. All right. Oh, I do have this one here. 1961 proof Lincoln cent. This one here, we're just gonna buck and go. This one annex proof 65 red.
That's an annex.
That is an annex.
Yes, it is.
There you go. Beautiful red, nice and glossy. She's doing okay, Lauren. We have an appointment tomorrow. I think they're gonna put her in a different cast.
And a cam boot.
A cam boot is what it's called.
Well, that's what I suspect.
I guess we'll find out. But yeah, she gets the occasional ache and pain in there. Here's a 1978S Ike dollar, PCGS Proof 69 Deep Cameo. This one does have a crack that goes across the case there. Still sturdy.
She's
But
a beaut.
nice deep cameo coin. And we'll start this one off at $1 as well. 69 DCAM Ike.
I have a
It's
knee
very
scooter.
frosty. Yeah. She has a knee scooter. She has a wheelchair,
A toilet riser.
a toilet riser. We got her all of the mobility stuff.
Walker.
Yeah, she ain't doing crutches. I can tell you that.
Oh God.
That's not even an option. She ended up with a walker out of the hospital. So
that lasted all of like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
When we were driving and had to stop at a convenience store, and it took me 20 minutes to walk in.
Here's a 35S San Diego in 65. This is a really pretty one. Now, as far as commemorative is concerned, it's even got a little color right there. It's a very attractive coin. So let's see what we can do here on this one. There you go. Only $175 for that one. That's how much you would pay for a coin graded in 64 plastic too. So
Is that a command?
Yep. San Diego. All right. Probably gonna have to save some of these for Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah. Seth Chandler. They are very undervalued in 65. And I know a few of you were waiting for this. Burnished Silver Eagle and the special NGC holder. This thing is epic. So cool. We might sell this one. I don't know. Let's see what you guys think about this. This is not a regular uncirculated Silver Eagle, okay? I just want to let you guys know that. It's a W Type 2 reverse burnished. All right, so it's a different one, that's for sure. But yeah, this one is quite affordable. You want something unique, different? Look, I mean, are you used to seeing an NGC holder without the hologram here? I mean, that my friends, speaks volumes. There you go. Snap it up for 85. That's it. You don't see this one. All right, there you go. Womp womp. All right. We got a few coins. I guess we'll hold over until next week, right?
Till payday.
Yeah, everybody's broke till Friday. That's what Bill said, and I agree. I know it hurt. It hurt to the core, right? 999. It's okay. No worries. Besides, everybody waits till payday. I mean, you know, it is what it is. I mean, does this speak your guys' language? Quarter Eagle? An ungraded BU Quarter Eagle, might I add. That one belongs in the museum. Does that sound familiar? Price. That is a great question. Let me see. This is, by the way, a 29. You see the luster in there?
I see the luster.
Yeah. Let's see. 2.5 Indian.
Speaking of knee scooter, I'm up on my knee scooter for a hot minute.
Yeah, it works good, huh? This is the last year of the Quarter Eagle, by the way.
Ooh.
All right. Assuming that this is going to be like a mid-state 62 or 63. Okay, so that's going to be right around 7.25. Here is what I'm going to do on this one, just for tonight. And you asked, I gave away a really nice dollar gold last Friday to a new buyer, and he's gonna love it. It's actually on the way to him right now as we speak. So on this one, we'll start it here. This is I'm like, I don't want to start it there. There you go.
Wow.
So whatever you do, take this, send it to PCGS, send it somewhere, and you're gonna make 100 bones just like that.
Oh my goodness.
An extra 20.
Ow.
The luster is just flying off this thing. Everybody's like, you know, you shouldn't be showing this stuff on a non-Friday. That's what it comes down to, right? Woo! Okay. I see how it is. Eric, stop talking to yourself. That's all right. We'll be back on Friday with all the good stuff. I mean, I got more great stuff. Shoot. That's what we do. Now, some of you can fight over this thing. So our last final giveaway of the night. At least I think it is. Yes. My arms are tired. We're just going to have to hang this right there. Yeah. And I'll be here too. You can count on that. I will be here too on Friday. Bar anything, like a sickness or something, I will be here. And I hope you guys will be too. You guys have been phenomenal tonight. Nice, easy night. Adam will be on live tomorrow. So if you're interested, go ahead and check out Mr. Adam Chambers at Coins Ghouls. You bet. Yeah. But they're all, you can catch them eventually. Cosmo, absolutely. It's our pleasure. Yeah, nothing wrong with simplicity. There is no wrong way to be a part of the hobby. There isn't. I know someone that collects specifically old Dansko albums, and that's all he collects. And he'll throw an occasional coin in there. He even has a bunch of the old Regency Red Dansko albums. Patrick, congratulations. Enjoy the addiction of hunting through for varieties. It's kind of where it starts. Lauren, I don't know any other way to live. That's a good way to approach the hobby, is just being real. I don't want to have to atone for anything I said previously and have to explain it again. Just too much work.
I want to take this off and wash my leg. Sorry, my leg is itchy. Thanks all for listening to me complain. Ew, is that our dog outside our door licking?
Licking himself? Yeah, it sounds like it. Oh, man. Yeah, dogs, they do some strange stuff.
Ew, stop.
He better be licking his paw.
Ew. It sounds disgusting.
Oh, yeah.
Gross.
Yeah, right. He's behind closed door of the office, and it's like, okay, what's he licking? It better be his leg. And then Zip says, let him lick your leg after we don't know what he's been licking on. So I'm actually good there.
Stop licking, buddy.
Behind door number 1, your dog licking himself.
Ew.
No, I didn't say a specific area.
I caught a Kari digging today. Yeah. That's stupid.
Or have the dog come in and lick your face.
Gross.
Wait, would you chance it? Would you do it? Would you do it for a Klondike bar?
Ew. No. He's disgusting right now.
Yeah, well. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely, Lisa. Thank you.
I am recovering.
Wetter is better. What? J.S. McKellar with a double up? Oh, that's kind of a rarity, to have the same person win twice tonight. We're gonna call this the JS McKellar inaugural giveaway stream.
Good night, you guys.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining.
Thanks for coming on by. Let's see who we can raid tonight. Oh, Encore is on. So let's make his day. Give Chad your undivided attention. And I guess I'll see you guys here in a few
Okay.
days.